a sort of backstory reverse chain of evidence. Most news pages seem to make this as hard to understand as possible. So here we go. Federal authorities' fugitive task force were in Lacey, Washington, trying to apprehend a specific person. Michael Forrest Reinoehl, I can't pronounce his name, was at one time, and should be considered at the time, affiliated with Black Lives Matter and ANTIFA. He specifically said he was with ANTIFA. And he was accused of driving under the influence at one time, possession of a loaded concealed Glock pistol without a concealed handgun license, which, if you're in Portland, that's required to carry one. If you're not aware of that, I'd have to have a concealed weapons permit to carry one in a box to make it really, really hard for someone to prosecute me. They want you to have a concealed weapons permit, and they'll help you. They don't care. They're good with it. You take a training class. He was spotted at one time racing against his teenage son in another car at high speed. He had charges dropped against him for bringing a gun to a downtown Portland protest. He got those charges dropped. He, however, says that at one time while he was around, he tried to prevent a person named Danielson, Aaron Danielson or J. Bishop, depending on the name you look up, from hurting a friend of mine of color. And then later he was saying he was attacked with bear mace or pepper spray. Later on, he's also seen on video camera lying in wait at the entrance of a parking garage, and then stalks and shot and killed Aaron Danielson, aka J. Bishop. Who was affiliated with Patriot Prayer, guarded a rolling caravan at the time after it broke down at a mall. He was armed with an extendable baton, a gun of some kind, and a knife, also a paintball gun, depending on who you look up. He had been cited for careless driving in the past. That's his rap sheet, careless driving. No other charges. Police said in the past they found 4 people from his group on a parking garage with 3 rifles in a case, and they had concealed weapons permits and didn't break any laws or endanger the public. They were just literally transporting them. They were doing it, I mean, I've seen the picture, they were dead-ass doing a textbook, almost photographic version of how you're supposed to put the thing away to be not breaking a damn law. There's another person, unfortunately he picked a pseudonym, J. Bishop. J. Bishop is also a person who does exist, who was a person who has a criminal history you can read about below. But it's not the same guy. And it appears, according to witnesses and lots of scuttlebutt, that the Patriot Prayer guys kind of got mad at him or something, and they just kind of left him behind, so he was wandering, trying to figure out where he was supposed to go to get the heck out of the area, because he wasn't normally in this area. So he got shot and killed by someone who probably stalked him from a parking garage, because we can independently check that. And at one time that person claimed that he was attacked with bear mace. There was a can of bear mace found, but it had a hole in it. It probably got punctured. Or pepper spray. It was bear mace. Who had claimed that he was trying to prevent the killing of a friend of his of color. But the video of the situation doesn't show that. So Michael Forrest, I can't pronounce it, who is with BLM and or ANTIFA, depending on who you talk to and what he asserted, who is accused of doing stuff including reckless driving with his relative, and brought a gun beforehand to the downtown Portland protest. You can also watch a video of someone walking behind them, observing him basically stalking Aaron Danielson, aka the J. Bishop pseudonym. Anyway, federal authorities, fugitive task force in Lacey, Washington, at the time I'm posting this, had very likely tried to apprehend him, and obviously it appears that he was killed. There was a lot of scuttlebutt going around because people were immediately putting up justice for name that name, and there are 3 names, but there's only 2 people. I can't find anything on the Patriot Prayer guarding kid guy who actually did anything wrong at all. And I can find that the BLM Antifa guy has a history of being at least an idiot. There's an interview with him. We don't get the interview with the Aaron Danielson guy. I don't know what to make of this. I haven't even looked it up today. I've been too busy dealing with smoke outside that can literally suffocate a person. All of this caused a verbal clash between Trump and Portland's Mayor Ted Wheeler over who is to blame. But screw them both. I don't care. This altercation doesn't appear to have been caused by Aaron Danielson, from what I was able to look up as of yesterday at midnight. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Post corrections below, because I don't know the answer to this either. But I really tried to find out the good and the bad of both of them, and it's lopsided looking, and no matter where I look, it didn't fix. I don't know. My vote, I don't think the Patriot Prayer guy was doing anything terribly wrong. I think both of them should not have been there with any kind of weapons of any kind. But so far it was a paintball gun and an actual pistol. But I don't know. Reckless, just careless driving. That was the only thing anybody could find on the kid. The guy. Patriot Prayer guy. So if any of you have any more information, good. If this is about right or good enough, say so. I'm actually asking for input. The only place I found any accurate information that I could actually double check, mostly videos, was not the news. Good day.